Every investor faces one fundamental question. What return should I expect from this asset, given its risk? The Capital Asset Pricing Model, CAPM for short, gives a precise answer. Today we'll cover the foundations: expected return, beta, and the concept of systematic risk. Start with a critical distinction. Risk comes in two flavors. Systematic risk affects the whole market: interest rate moves, recessions, geopolitical shocks. You can't diversify it away by buying more stocks. Idiosyncratic risk is specific to one company: a product recall, a CEO scandal, a single missed earnings. This risk does wash out in a diversified portfolio. The key insight of CAPM is that the market only pays you to bear systematic risk. Because idiosyncratic risk is diversifiable, holding it is like volunteering to do uncompensated work. Now, how do we measure systematic risk? With beta. Beta is the slope of a regression of an asset's returns on the market's returns. A beta of 1 means the asset moves perfectly in step with the market. A beta of 1.5 means it moves 50% more than the market, amplified swings. A beta of 0.7 means it moves only 70% as much, defensive. The CAPM formula puts it all together. Expected return on asset I equals the risk-free rate plus beta of I times the market risk premium. Let's see it. Suppose the risk-free rate is 4%. The expected market return is 10%. The market risk premium is therefore 6%. For a stock with beta of 1.2, expected return equals 4 plus 1.2 times 6, which is 4 plus 7.2, equals 11.2%. For a defensive stock with beta of 0.6, expected return is 4 plus 0.6 times 6, which is 4 plus 3.6, equals 7.6%. Higher beta, higher expected return. That's CAPM in one line. The relationship is the security market line. Any asset that sits above the line is undervalued, offering more return than its risk warrants. Below the line, overvalued. The CAPM tells you the fair price of risk in the market. Master this, and you have the language of modern portfolio management.